Hi, this is Hugo, and this is the very first ever unboxing video by HenchTech for ZBox. Now, the ZBox theme for October is heroes and villains. A little bit different from the usual heroes unboxing videos that you'll have probably seen, because there's been a lot of subscription boxes with heroes in the theme. However, this puts a little bit of a twist, adds in a villain or two as well. Now, this, as I said, is the very first time that HenchTech has ever done a video for an unboxing of the ZBox, or ZBoxing. So let's have a look and see what we've got. Right. Okay, so there's a few things in here already that I've spotted which are awesome, but what we'll start with is the artwork. Now, as I said, very first time that HenchTech's ever done an unboxing video for ZBox, but certainly I know full well they always have really interesting artwork on their ZBox, or in their ZBox I should say, because on the inside cover. And this time we've got Captain America and the Joker, a little bit of a heroes on villains theme, of course, and yeah, the usual green and black and grey and white, which you'll have seen previously if you have had ZBoxes, or of course if you've seen any other unboxing videos before. Don't worry, we won't hold you to it as long as you come back for us. So, right, let's have a look. We have where to start? Okay. So there's a Transformers mug, and it's a hot cold disguise mug, robots in disguise heat change mug. So when it's cold, see the little face on there with the glasses and the moustache. Stick it in the hot. The disguise comes off. There's your Autobot. Awesome. Right. So next up. Right, well let's go with this guy. Captain America Money. Captain America. So, yeah, this is cool. So, I've not had a Money myself before. And certainly I have seen that you can make really fantastic pieces of art actually out of them. You can draw on them. You can even get plasticine or clay. It might be, well, it probably isn't clay, it's probably plasticine, but you can attach it to it, make an even more epic money if that's possible. I tell you what, look for the Marvel Zombies monies on YouTube or Google. They look in particular really nice. Well, nice is probably the wrong word, but really cool. I'll probably just stick to the using the pictures for this little guy myself. It comes with little stickers. I tell you what, actually, this visor on here, I don't know if that's supposed to be the case, but I don't know if you can see that little visor there. Actually looks a lot like the Nomad. Now, yeah, in one particular storyline of Captain America, Steve Rogers, the man behind the mask, he throws down the mantle of Captain America because he feels he's been betrayed by the government and the US government, and so he throws down his Captain America mantle and takes up the Nomad mantle, and of course Nomad means man without a country, so it's quite fitting, of course, but yeah, it's only for a few issues, and then he changes his mind and realises actually I can be Captain America, stand for good, stand for the American ideal, but actually not have ties to the government. So that's what he does. And actually, thinking about it, this visor is probably a little bit more like the one that I believe it's Jack Monroe that he wears. He's basically it's a bit of a complicated story, but he's the third Bucky, but he takes up the Nomad mantle as well. Don't worry if you're confused. I'm confused. We'll leave it at that. But cool nonetheless. I'll have a go at that. I'll even at some point I'll show it on a video, perhaps next month. Right, what we got here? Okay, so so it's an XMen wristband. Let's see that on now actually. Now, I'll tell you what, X-Men is probably, if I had to narrow it down, X-Men is probably my favourite comic. It's probably because it was my very first one. My uncle gave me an X-Men comic, and yeah, Wolverine's probably my favourite out of all of the X-Men. It's a bit of an obvious choice, but you know, he's cool. He's got adamantine claws, adamantium claws. He's got the ability to heal and you know, survive bullets to the head. It's pretty cool in my book. Right, what else we got? I'm actually avoiding a particular item because it's so cool. I'm going to leave it to the end. So what we got here? So it's a little fog. No, it's a noise maker. Let's see if we can open this up. Yeah. So. Oh, the world is mine. So there's a few villainous sounds here. Villains in a Can sound machine. The Joker himself. There we go. Brilliant. Well, that's going to see quite a lot of use because I like scaring the crap out of people. It's always good fun. Okay, so a little bit of a sweet. So we got some pixie sticks. Can't go wrong with a sweet. It's probably good and bad. Tastes nice. Rocks your teeth. Fits the theme. Right. So here, from what I can tell, is it's got the logo on it. So this is the exclusive ZBox item, and it fits very nicely with what we've seen so far. And it fits very nicely with this because it is the Joker, the embodiment of insanity and evil. And it's quite nice. It's quite clever, really, how we've got the bastion of good, the paragon of an ambassador of the hero tribe, if you like, and then of course we've got the Joker on this side, and that's Marvel and DC. It's a nice little mix there. I like that. So we've got Batman's arch nemesis, which is the Joker, and yeah, it looks really nice. It's really nicely crafted. Really nice, nice bit of kit there. And I mean, I tell you what, something you might not know, the Joker's appearance, which obviously is quite iconic. It comes from I don't know if you've ever seen this. It's quite an old film, 1920s film, The Man Who Laughs. Now, basically, the character in this, played by Conrad Veidt, I believe, or Veidt, something like that. And look it up. But his face in the film, he's been made to have a permanent grin on his from a disfigurement, and that was pinnacle and paramount to the creation of the Joker, along with a playing card, which the creators, when they sat down, they said, look at this guy. He looks menacing. He's got a great big smile on his face. It's actually quite eerie, the picture. I recommend you have a look if you're interested in the Joker at all. But yeah, it's certainly very it's very fitting to have Captain America and the Joker. As I said, it's nice. It's Marvel, DC, hero, villain. Not to say that Marvel and DC that's a positive or negative towards either of them, but yeah, very fitting, very fitting nonetheless. Okay, so we got the ZBox Magazine in here as well, Heroes and Villains edition. Obviously, they want to tell you a little bit about what's in there, what's in your box, in case you don't know who the Joker is, and because of course you would, but just in case you don't know. There's also some other nice little bits and pieces. There's a Megatron v Optimus Prime here. Some trivia here. It looks like Buffy and Frodo. Bit of Star Wars. I won't go into it. You need to have a look yourself because you're no doubt going to get one of these. And of course, there you go. It tells you a little bit about the Joker himself. Where he's come from, where he's ended. Well, not that he's ended, but where he is now. And a little bit of on the back here, a little bit of a hint towards next month, which is time travel. Now, that could literally be anything, because if you think about it, you could get in a time machine, go to any era, go to any time and place, and say, okay, well now this is relevant because I got in a time machine and I went there. However, I think it's going to be a bit more specific. Obviously there's a TARDIS on the back here, so Doctor Who is going to be in it. in some way, shape or form. I did have a little look at the website, and it showed a little bit of Back to the Future, which is quite relevant. Obviously, the date that they go back to, or they go into the future, when they go into the future, is October 2015. I think 21st October 2015, so we're not far away, which is interesting. And I did actually spot a little bit, I hope they're not teasing us with this, but did spot some Timesplitters pictures on there, so really hoping there's something to do with Timesplitters in there, because that would be awesome. Haven't seen anything to do with Timesplitters in a long time now. It would be nice, it would be very nice. There's also a quote at the bottom here. It says, "Be alert, the same driver is always ready for the unexpected." I'm sure that's a quote from something. I don't know what it is, but it's also sound advice. You should be alert when driving, and when getting into a car. The same driver is always ready for the unexpected. It's always good to be ready for the unexpected if that's a possibility. That's always handy. It's good. Right, so guys, thanks very much for watching. Really hope that you perhaps learnt a little bit something. Also found what you wanted to know about the box. If you wanted to have the ZBox a little bit cheaper, what you can do is, when going into the checkout, if you put HenchTech, you'll get 10% off your order, which is obviously awesome. A couple of quid off of the 1 month box, up to, I think it works out to be a box or two off if you get the 12 months, which is, yeah, 2 boxes, no, 1 box if you get the 12 months, which is awesome, obviously, because you're getting all of this awesome stuff, but completely free for 1 box, and then you've got the discount on the rest. So okay, really hope you're going to have a look at that. Obviously, check out HenchTech if you can. If you really like this video, please like it, share it to your friends. Really hope we can see you again. Thanks again very much for watching. Have a good day.